What's up, guys? On today's short little video, we're going to be talking about the Sniper Marine Livescope pole, how I have it installed on my Old Town pedal drive 120, and also my reviews on it, how I think of it, and how I mounted it for how I wanted to use it on here. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, guys, there we have it. You see the Sniper Marine Livescope pole. You can mount your forward-facing transducer right to it. The cable runs right up through, comes out of the side here, as you can see, and you can come out this side or this side. You just switch the plates here. This can go on that side, vice versa, universal. But just like a motorcycle throttle, you literally just turn it, and as you see, the arrow turns, the transducer turns. So super sweet, really loving it. I had a DIY mount before this, but I'm really loving this Sniper Marine pole. It's making my accuracy a lot better, way easier. Having the arrow right on top, can see exactly where I'm casting. As you see here, I have the Garmin 93SV, which I have the Livescope, and I have the 32, the older transducer, just because it was on sale and a lot cheaper. So that's what I've been running for the whole season. And yeah, so pretty much the cable comes out of here. I have it running up through here underneath my seat, and then I cut a notch in my seat down here. Then my black box goes up underneath into the Kayak. But we'll get right into how I have this mounted. So as you can see here, you have your storage. So this thing can literally, as you're moving spots, you can literally just put this right in here and clip it down in. It's a nice tight fit. Boom. So as you're running the spots, you can pull it out of the water and it's out of the way. And then when you're ready, you just pull it right out, drop it right in, and you can lock it in with this little switch here. Or you can I literally just have it free moving, so I can move it and then whatever's comfortable. And then my seat's right here. This is for my rudder, so everything's close. And then my graph's right here to see. So, like I said, that goes like that. You can put it in there for storage. And then these are actually really tight magnets. So they'll actually, I unlock them here, and then it comes off. So you have really two strong magnets here. And the reason for that is you can have it locked in, turn them in, clip them in. But if you have your pole down and you hit something, it literally will release. Like, it's a lot to do now, but it happened to me the other weekend out. I forgot to pull it up, and literally it popped up, popped the magnets loose, and then that way you don't absolutely destroy your transducer in the bottom of your pole. So put that off. Right here is a cable you can add to, and that's just to, if it does fall off and it falls into the lake, it doesn't go to the bottom of the lake. So I added my cable, extra length. I just added it right into behind the screw here of this side pocket on the Old Town. And then what you have right here is two Allen key nuts, and they're just T-bolts, your normal T-bolts for your tracking systems for your kayak. So I added a cup here, stuff like that. But as you see here, this is my tracking system on the Old Town, and I wanted it close enough that I could reach the handle comfortably when I was sitting down. My old pole DIY was here, right here, on a ram ball mount, and it was almost too close. And if I mounted it there, then I was gonna have the handle facing forward and the arrow behind. Didn't like that. So what I did was, you can honestly just put this mount in your tracking system, but they also came with a DIY set of tracking you can add. Not a DIY, but a set of tracking you can add. And then I did a little DIY to it. I added it here. There's a screw into the kayak here. There's a screw into the kayak here. And then instead of putting a screw here, I actually ran a bolt, a T-bolt, from this tracking up into this tracking, and then put a nut on it. So I kind of mixed both mounts and was able to get this back farther. You may say, oh, that's only back, 3 or 4 more inches. But honestly, for comfortable, once that handle's in here, that made this the perfect distance from my seat, as you can see, where if I had to go up even more, it'd be here, and I'd kind of be reaching for it. I don't want to be uncomfortable and reaching for it the whole time. So you lock that in, the magnets in, and boom, It's on there. Now for traveling, I don't put it in here to travel just because I'm worried it's off the side of the kayak on the trailer here. What happens? It falls out. So I actually have some underseat storage, little mesh thing, and I actually put the transducer up inside of that, and then I lay it this way, and then I lay it like that. So the cable's it's just laying in this little foam pocket. I honestly got that with like a fish finder when I bought it. So it just sits right in that foam, and then it goes up into that. It's hard to do it one-handed. And then I add this bungee cord from netting to netting around. It's not the best, you know, locking method, but it also doesn't move. So it's a little DIY, but that way it's in the kayak. It can't bounce out. It can't get damaged. It could probably sit on here the whole time in traveling, but I also loosen my graph and fold it into the kayak just for safety purposes. But that's pretty much what it looks like. Perfect. Sniper Marine pole, absolutely love it. Made right here in the US. It is made to last. The parts are all forged, and it's metal, aluminum. Like this ain't no cheap pole at all. And it's honestly, you got some set screws here, and there's a set screw up here. You can change the amount of friction, so that way if you're, you know, cruising at a fast speed and your transducer gets hit with water, it's not just going to move it on its own. You actually have to turn the handle. So it's super nice. I've been using it for past 2 months, 3 months, and I absolutely love it. So check out Sniper Marine. Tim over there makes an awesome product. And sneak peek, that's right, 2 Garmin 93 SVs. That one is on a DIY ice fishing shuttle I built, so I'll be ice fishing with that one. And then once spring comes around, we get ready for tournaments next year, we're actually going to be having 2 93 SVs on here. So yeah, we're going to have one for mapping and side scan and the other one for Livescope. So yeah, in the spring, be on the lookout for that video. I'm going to have 2 fish finders on this kayak. I know a lot of people that have 2 run across, like Hobies and autopilots, but due to the pedal drive in this old town, when it comes up and locks in, you cannot do a cross arm there, unfortunately. So you can't have 2 graphs. Thought about doing one on each side, but getting in and out of the kayak and netting fish in a tournament, I'd rather have everything here. So looking like probably having 1 graph here, the second graph super close here, having them pretty much almost stacked, but on separate mounting systems. Alrighty guys, there we have it. There's my Sniper Marine transducer pole setup. Absolutely love it. It's made me way more accurate with Livescope and helped me catch a lot of big bass. And if you guys didn't see on my socials and Instagram, I literally caught so many fish at Lake George for a tournament this year with that transducer Livescope arm. I caught like 120 bass in 3 days, and honestly it was the reason for it. That pole makes it so much easier to be accurate. Just little twists of the knob, stays in place, and it just makes it so much easier. So go check out Sniper Marine. I'll leave them linked down below, and we'll see you guys on the next video.